Hey, how you doing? It's Tom Breeze here, and I thought I'd put this quick video together for you just to let you know more about the upcoming workshop. A lot of you have contacted me because you've been asking what should my presentation be about, should I have a presentation, what sort of preparation should I be doing before the day, all this type of thing. Now, before you begin to have the panics or anything like that, what I want to make sure that you know is that there are no pre-learning materials for this particular course. Of course, we have the videos that I'm creating for you like this. However, I want to make sure that everyone turns up in exactly the same boat. There's no point setting you loads of homework to do if only half of you are going to do it. And I've, from a personal experience, from me going to different trainings and not doing the coursework beforehand, and likewise from having run so many different workshops and realised that some people don't do the work, I'm kind of got a bit wise to it. So what I do is I don't do any pre-learning materials as such. Sometimes it's good to have some sort of idea about a particular topic or speech you might want to give. Now, with that in mind, I want you to know that, again, it's not a prerequisite, it's not something that you have to have in place, but there are a few things that you can think about that will be useful for you so you can start building your confidence rapidly. One thing you can do is have, if you have an upcoming talk, have that ready. Of course, you might bore the pants off everybody there, and I'm happy with that. I want to make sure that as soon as you get there on the day, you feel like, yep, I've got something that if I can nail this, if I can get comfortable with this, I'm going to be fine when I go out into back into my workplace or back into the world, basically. I want to make sure that you come at the end of the course and think, do you know what? Good, I'm glad I've sorted that out because I feel so much more comfortable now. And then you go away and nail it and feel really good about being completely in control, because that's where the confidence comes from. It's taking that little step forward, realising, yep, I can do this, and the confidence keeps coming, if that makes sense. There's some tricks and tips that I can share with you, but deep down, the kind of foundation of it and changing the mindset and changing the psychology of your confidence with public speaking comes from proving to yourself that you can do it. Now, obviously, I'm going to be helping you do that and helping you take those first few steps and continue taking steps from there as well. But I want to make sure that you know that I want you to feel very comfortable on that next talk that you have outside of the workshop. Okay, so you might want to have a think about an upcoming talk if you have one like that. If not, if you don't currently present or you don't have an upcoming talk or you can't think of anything that would be useful to think about, sometimes something that I encourage people to do is it's either tell a story about something that's happened in their life. It doesn't have to be funny, doesn't have to be insightful, doesn't have to be that interesting really. I just want you to make sure that you can stand up and actually talk about something. Story's always good. Make sure it's, if you can, make sure it's a story about something that happened, if that makes sense. Not necessarily a story about you, because again, that's going to focus your attention onto yourself and feel very anxious whilst you're talking about that. So think about something that you may have experienced, but not about yourself, if that makes sense. Likewise, you can pick something from the news. We've just had the election, and in fact, I've just sent out an email, you should have seen it, with my viewpoints on Nick Clegg, and you probably kind of watched it. Well, I don't know if you have watched it. If you haven't, go and watch it. If you have, fantastic. But there's a few comments that I made about his effective communication, and likewise how difficult it can be when people perceive it as a two-horse race. So, for example, Labour and Conservative. It's difficult for a third party to get in there because people naturally think there's two parties in this. This is I'm going to be one or the other. We didn't really truly believe that Lib Dem were going to get in power, so we always think, okay, well, if we can influence things, we'll go for our main ones. Does that make sense? Exactly the same with Coke and Pepsi, exactly the same with Man U and Chelsea, and not so much Arsenal any longer. But I don't want to ruffle any feathers or get on anybody's bad books or any black books or anything like that. So yeah, you want to have a think about your presentation, and that's the only thing you really want to think about before the course, because I want you to feel nice and comfortable when you turn up. It is a very, very friendly, supportive atmosphere. Everyone's in the same boat. We have a really good laugh together, but it's all about learning and making sure that you feel very comfortable. As an added bonus, I'm going to be sticking around after the course as well. In the next couple of days, I'll give you a complete breakdown of what's going to be happening, and that'll probably be out to you on Monday, Monday the 10th, I think it is. So that'll be out with you in the next couple of days. And I want to make sure that you feel completely calm, completely relaxed as soon as you turn up, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to be throwing you into the deep end and saying, right, present. It's going to be much more a case of getting to know everyone, getting comfortable, putting a few techniques in together, exercises, etc., and slowly building the confidence that way. I hope that makes sense. If there are any questions that you might have, leave them in the blog below. Leave your comments there, because everyone's going to be in the same boat. You can connect with other people that are coming on the courses as well. And yeah, I really look forward to meeting you, and I'm going to be sending out some more videos very soon as well. So let's keep in touch. Speak to you soon. Thanks very much.